That is nice. Hey there everyone, welcome back to the channel. So great to have you here. And today I made a post on Instagram probably about 2 weeks ago that I was going to post a video that week, and that didn't happen. So this is that video. And before we truly get this video kicked off, I just want to say that you know, I've been looking for ways to make my videos as maybe not, I think flashy is kind of a dumb word, but like just better quality, more structure, better visually. I know the actual video quality is great, but like the things that I put in the videos and the angles, the lighting, the editing, you know, blah, blah, blah. I'm taking a much different approach with this video. I'm going to film it as lazily as possible. I'm sitting in my living room on my recliner looking at my phone. So yeah, I feel like maybe I've been trying a little bit too hard to push high quality, and maybe I should just let things just flow a little bit more naturally. There's two things that I posted in that Instagram, and if you don't follow me on Instagram, what are you doing? Go follow me on Instagram, and you will be so far ahead of like where I post videos on YouTube. It's insane. And I don't even use Instagram that much. I don't do Twitter. I barely do Facebook, at least as far as the snowdrift stuff is concerned. But Instagram is kind of where I share things, and I feel more free about sharing things on there because it's like it's a photo and a description, and it's, you know, usually something decent to look at, you know. So anyway, go follow me on there. Stay up to date. But in my post a couple weeks ago, I said I wanted to give you guys two pieces of great news. The first piece of good news that I have to give is that, you guys remember that giveaway I did, you know, back a couple months ago? Yeah, Dylan finally got the shift knob. It was stuck in Miami, Florida for the longest time. We don't know why. I called the post office, or whatever you want to call it, the hub, whatever you want to call it, where it was sitting, and like everything with COVID right now and quarantining and things like that, I don't know if that had anything to do with it or what. It cost me like $40 to ship it from Alabama to Australia, like New South Wales region. I'm not super familiar with Australia, but anywho, he got the shift knob finally. And me and him have been conversing back and forth on Instagram. Again, a really good way to get a hold of me. But great guy. Dylan, I'm sure you're watching this right now. Congrats again. You know, haven't talked to you in a couple weeks, but you know, that's life. But he did send me a bunch of pictures of his car. And on the screen right now, I'll show you the first picture he sent me. And that is a picture of the shift knob installed into his Integra Type R. It's an 05 Integra Type R, which is just, oh God, I'm super jealous, Dylan. I really am, and I've told you that already. And a couple of these pictures, I'm just going to run them across the screen, no particular order. But in one of these photos, you can see his P plates. That's really cool. Another photo, you've got an Evo 8, possibly, maybe an Evo 9. I can't see the front end in some of them, so I can't really tell you what it is. I'm sure someone knows just by looking at the rear. But I can recognize them more by looking at the front bumper and the hood and things like that, and to tell you. But if I had to guess, I'm just going to call it an Evo 8. And a S15 Silvia, which is awesome car. There's a BRZ in there. And you eagle-eyed viewers will be able to tell, it's kind of hilarious. Dylan's car has the same wheels on it that I had on my black RSX. Mine were Cosi K1s. I think he said that his were Buddy Clubs. I could be totally wrong. I would go back in the messages and look, but like I said, I'm being lazy. Sweet looking car though. It's got the Type R emblems on the rear quarters. It's got the Type R wing, Type R front badge, Type R carpets, Type R, the Type R center console. I'm a big fan of the Type R center console. I really am. I like it, but I would never put it in my car. I think you know that what it boils down to there is that I really like the ability in the USDM delivered RSXs. I really like the ability to cover up the cup holders, like it's got a little sliding panel there. I thought he had the A-spec front bumper in one of these photos, but now I'm not seeing it. It may have just been like a trick of the light or something like that. He's got the Type R taillights. I mean, obviously he's got all this stuff because it's a Type R. But I mean, he's got the vent visors on the windows. He's got the rear hatch window, like duckbill looking visor thing. I'm kind of on the fence about those, but I mean, you can take it or leave it on that. I mean, I think it looks fine. It's a great looking car, man. Really great. I love the red badges and everything like that. I've been thinking about doing red badges on my car, switching everything from Acura to Honda. And a lot of people have issue with that. It's like, yeah, but you're lying. It's not a Honda. It's an Acura. Yes and no. I mean, literally the valve cover on the K20 and the K24 say Honda Motor Company. I mean, it is a Honda. It is a child manufacturer of Honda. Acura is just an extension of it. Same thing with Lexus and Toyota, Nissan and Infiniti. It's just supposed to be their luxurious line or whatever. But I think if I were to switch everything out to Honda, I would throw on like an EP3 steering wheel airbag, and I would just do the black, not black emblems, but like the silver emblems with no red inlays, and it would just look real clean, I think, for my car. And I'd probably take off RSX and Type S and just put like Integra on it or something like that. Just do it very simple. Still leave it like a Type S. I wouldn't ever, you know, consider it a Type R, even if it's making 1,000 horsepower. I mean, because it's not a Type R. I mean, it's an 05, so it has Integra Type R cams and whatnot, but it's still not a Type R. It's got a sunroof. It's not a Type R. You know what I mean? Yeah, dude, awesome car. I love it. I'm glad that you got friends and everything with cool cars too. I don't think I've ever seen an S15 in the flesh in my life, so it's super cool to see that car and knowing that you have friends that are into the scene as well. And that is something else that I wanted to say that I spoke to Dylan about. And it's hard to relay emotions through a video. And I'm not trying to make you feel emotional. I'm not trying to invoke some type of specific feeling inside of you. But like, if you know, you know. And that is, car guys, you know, we connect on a very specific level. I'm into a ton of hobbies. I love guns. I like shooting my bow and arrow in the backyard. I like to kayak. I like to lift weights. I like to ride motorcycles. And there's 1,000 other hobbies that I enjoy to do that I'm not even I can't even remember all of them that I like to do. I like to build computers and game and things like that. But car guys connect on a very special level, because like we really do pour our hearts and souls and blood, sweat and tears into our cars. They make us happy. They bring us joy unlike any other thing can. And it's even different when it comes to like your significant other, your husband, your wife, boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever. You know, there is no thing or no person on planet Earth that I love more than my baby girl. My car makes me feel things that she doesn't. And that's not a bad thing. It's your first step into freedom when you turn 16 here in the States anyway. And there's just something about it that I can't even put my finger on really. It's extremely hard to explain, but like I said, if you know, you know. It just holds a very special place in a car guy's heart. And it doesn't have to necessarily be a piece of junk Honda. You know, guys with older vehicles, like, you know, people with like Chevelles and like, you know, old Mustangs and things like that. Like, you know, it's hard for somebody that's in that kind of scene to look at guys that have Hondas and Nissans and things like that and think that we could possibly feel the same way as them. But I'm also in that boat too, because I really love older vehicles as well. And so we all have the same feelings and thoughts and emotions that go into our rides, and it's just how we feel as people. It's just man and machine. One is not complete without the other. And that's just because, I mean, if you don't have your car, like I've wrecked cars that I've loved, I've sold cars that I've loved, and you're just not the same when it's gone, you know, especially if it's wrecked, it gets taken from you. You feel horrible. So with that being said, you know, when I was talking to Dylan, I told him, I said, it's when he finally got the shift knob, I told him, I said, it's so cool that you have that shift knob and you are who you are and you live where you live, because we were able to connect with one another through the medium of YouTube, sharing our love and passion for cars. And that's really freaking special. There's a handful of things that I've done with the channel and have been able to do with the channel that have made it worth it. Even if I never get any farther than I am right now, I'm proud of where we are because of the things that I was able to do for people and with people. And it's the people I've been able to meet and help and everything. It's just awesome. It really is. That's the biggest thing that I wanted to tell you guys is Dylan got the shift knob. He's really happy with it. And it's super cool to see a shift knob that was in my car in somebody else's car on the other side of the planet. So Dylan, I mean, I'm super glad we were able to connect in that way. And, you know, I'm so glad that my first giveaway for the channel went to you. I think it's awesome. So fitting. So fitting. So, the next bit of news, and I know I've been talking for 15 minutes according to the GoPro. The next bit of news is going to be short and sweet. The engine's done. Like the short block, it's done. It's not built or anything, and there's still a shit ton of work that has to be done to the engine to get it ready to go into the RSX, and it's definitely not going to be done this year. There's just no way. But like I said in a video earlier that I made earlier this year, my plans was for this engine to be done in 2021, like naturally aspirated done in 2021. So, but as far as the work that needs to be done to the short block, sleeves are in, it's been bored, piston rings are gapped, the deck height for the crankshaft done, crankshaft has been turned, I've got the right bearings, the rods are good, they've been weighed, they've been checked, pistons are good, the studs are good, got the oil pump in. There's just a few little odd and end things that I still have to have, but it's done. The big majority of the work that had to be done to the K24 is done. It's great, and I'm super excited to go up there and get it. I just can't do it this week. I probably can't even do it next week. Yeah, I honestly may not have the engine until 2021. I just have to find time to go up there and get it. Work is insane right now. Christmas stuff is insane right now. This is the first Christmas that I have my little girl, and so we've got 1,000 gifts and things sitting here, you know, and we still have more things to do. So just a very, very busy time of the year for me, you guys, and everyone else. It's not just me, but you get it. I know you get it. And so I know you're not sitting there chomping at the bit like, when's Snowdrift gonna upload a new video? No one's doing that. So, and that's okay. I'm glad that we have kind of this laid back relationship. It's awesome. So, next big thing that has to be done, and I've said this in previous videos, but I'll reiterate, I just have to order everything for the head. My plan is to go to like a junkyard. There's a pull apart not too far from here, and I just need to find a Acura or a Honda with a K series in it because I need to rob like some bolts and stuff like that. I don't want to completely strip the K20 because I have plans for it in the future. So haven't even talked about that yet, I don't think. But I do have plans for the K20 in the future. Just a mild NA build, nothing crazy. May slap a supercharger on it one day if I can find one. But just, I'm getting ahead of myself, way ahead. But I really need some timing cover bolts, I want to go find a K24 somewhere, like out of a CRV or something, and rob those. And just little odd and end things like that. I've got a steel oil pan. I need to order some AN fittings. I got to order a lot of stuff, actually. You know, I need steel oil pan bolts, and K-Tune sells steel oil pan bolts, but I don't know how much they are, but let's just say that they're 30 bucks. If I can go to a junkyard and find them for like $5, that's obviously a better choice. That's a better, you know, option for me to go with. So I just have to kind of do my checks and balances as far as that kind of stuff is concerned. So that's what I'm wrestling with right now. But the short block is done. So in theory, when it gets home, I can throw the camera up and build it and get the rotating assembly put together inside the block. That's exciting. That's extremely exciting, because that also means that I probably could just take the head off the RSX and slap it on and go. But I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to rush this. So once all that's said and done, and I have every single part for the head that I need, valves, seats, seals, springs, all that crap. I'm going to have all that stuff here at the house. I'm going to park the RSX. I'm going to pull the head off, take it to the machine shop, and they're going to begin work on decking it, porting it, polishing it, doing all that good stuff. And then hopefully that won't take very long at all, because it's just a head. So as long as they don't find any problems with it, which they shouldn't. So then that'll come back. And then the real fun and the real work will start to begin, but at least the short block will be done. Then we can put it in time and all that good stuff. I need to get a head gasket. I got to put that. I know that's on the list, but I just need to go grab one. Yeah, been talking for a minute, haven't we? So that's going to be it for this video, you guys. It's going to be nice just to edit quick, short, easy little video, throw it up on the channel. You know, I hope you enjoyed it. If you could find a way to enjoy it with me just sitting here and not much going on. I just don't have anything I don't have anything for like substance as far as a video is concerned, you know. I probably will film a video of the truck here in the next couple days, because there's some stuff I need to do to it. And honestly, you know, I've been wanting to make a video of the truck, because you guys have you guys have seen it, but I've never made a video featuring it, talking about it. I got something small coming up here in a few days, and I just want to clean the truck up a little bit, do some stuff to it like that. So anywho, that's gonna be it. Eat your vegetables, share the video with your dog, tip your waitresses, and have a good day.